Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm really excited to get there. So if you do feel led to subscribe, and thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My channel would not be what it is without my beautiful subscribers and viewers. Everybody who's already subscribed and a viewer, thank you so much. I will thank you with every single video, because I'm so grateful for your beautiful energy and your lovely comments. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action adventure love story series based on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book 1. I just finished reading it aloud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded those here to YouTube for you to watch. All the links for that are in the description box below. I've also got book 2 here. Okay, so you can the links to purchase those from Amazon are in the description box. If you have Amazon Prime, the shipping is free. And I have all the links for me reading book 1 aloud if you would like to watch that first. Okay. Today we are getting our messages from the Marys, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. This month I'm dedicating entirely to love at Isis's suggestion. Last week my messages came through Venus, Aphrodite, and the week before from Isis herself, and they've all been very powerful and beautiful readings. Those of you who are not new, you may notice that I have another deck here today. It's called the Medieval Scapini Tarot. It's actually by Luigi Scapini. It's actually the first deck of tarot that I ever used. This isn't my actual first deck. It's another deck, and I got it through a miracle, through Mother Mary. I kept getting this card in my personal readings for myself, as well as readers that I really vibe with here on YouTube. I watch a few YouTube readers that I vibe with and I trust, and they have pulled this card for me many times, and in the last week or so, and I was able to get this deck of cards as a miracle, as well as this little deck of cards that I'm using for clarifiers, which I feel is, interestingly enough, the copyright is 1971, which is the year I was born. So if you want to know the miracle, go ahead and watch that video. I have a playlist for all the zodiac signs if you would like to see your Isis and Venus reading, and I have a playlist for special The Mother Speaks Tarot videos. I have a video where I sing a song that was given to me by Spirit, and also I dance, and in another video. And so then that's also where you'll find the story of this miracle for me getting these decks. Okay, now like I said, I've got Mary here. I've got the Virgin of Guadalupe. I always have her here. I have this beautiful stone that I found in my backyard, and it came up on Facebook the other day that I found this the weekend of Valentine's Day a few years back in my backyard, and so I felt like it was a Valentine from Mother Earth. And then when you flip it over to this side, you know how you can see Mary and Jesus and things? To me, this looks like a silhouette of Mary. And I also have this bottle of water from Lourdes, France, where Saint Bernadette saw Mary. And I have Mary Magdalene here. She is all about unconditional love. Okay, and just in case you didn't know this was about Mary, I brought my giant Mary out that I've had since I was about 10. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made, or your higher self made, before you incarnated in order to encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul, and then your next lifetime You will be born as a higher life path number. Life path numbers are single digits. They go from 1 to 9. So that, pardon me, as you incarnate, once you get to 9, that's when enlightenment is possible. Okay? So what we're dealing with is kind of like destiny, but not really, because free will can change everything. Nothing is written in stone. Okay, that's my rose quartz heart. So awesome. All right. Now, let's just start here, right here in the middle. This is what's going on at the heart of everything for you at this time. Now, this is wands. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. When it's right side up like this is communication, but this is upside down. And so this is telling me that there's been some sort of miscommunication or no communication. Okay? This can be things like arrows of jealousy, dispute, conflicts, fighting. So, and, I do get a lot of my messages from the imagery on these cards, and this is very different from a lot of the Eight of Wands that you'll see. Sometimes you just see like 8 wands flying through the air because it's quick messages. It's like a series of emails or texts or private messages usually. And this is very much centered around a couple. You'll see them playing as children and then proposing, or she's being courted by him when they're teenagers or young people. And then right here in the middle, they're old and they're sick of each other and they're fighting and stuff like that. So I just feel like there's someone that you've been involved with that you're not talking to right now. And it could be, pardon me, that you are angry with them because you've had to use your boss energy. Okay? This is, I would say that this is a person that you want. So for some of you, this may be an emperor energy that you want in your life, okay? This is Aries energy, so there's more fire energy going on here. But I feel very much that for a majority of you, you're not talking to this person because you're in boss mode. You know you're the boss of your life, okay? Now, what's at the root of all this is the Popess. She is called the High Priestess or the Priestess in other decks. I just want you to get a good look at her. She's so beautiful. To me, she looks very much like Mary. This is one of the reasons why I wanted this deck for this week for the Marys. Yet, she's in reverse. So what is at the root of all of this is somebody has been trying to manipulate you, maybe. Either you or someone else has been trying to manipulate you. This is Isis herself, actually. Even though she looks very much like Mary here, this is Isis. Divine magic, divine intuition. And also, these are powers that somebody is using that isn't good. When they manipulate others into doing what they want, that energy is always found out about and no good will come of it. Okay? So if this is you, then be careful. Don't do that anymore. Don't try to manipulate people. You can manifest energies. But you see, here's the thing. Well, I don't think this is you because I just really feel like this is you. You're in your boss energy in this man or woman, it doesn't matter. You're in your boss energy, and so this is you right now, this masculine energy. And so I just feel like this is the other person. They're manipulating you. but I think you kind of know about it. This can be someone who's kind of conceited. This can be someone who's got moral issues. You know what I mean? So the next energy that I read here is what's passing out of your life at this time. So here we go again, this upside down, intuitive, feminine energy. Okay? I love this card because this Queen of Cups is based off of Botticelli's Venus. But she's got this blue veil on and this nun attire she obviously looks like Mary. So oh gosh, I'm so happy I have this deck again. But the Queen of Cups is very much like the High Priestess in their intuition. Okay, they're very intuitive. They're very psychic. Okay, and upside down, this is like, this is manipulation. This is emotional manipulation. This is where your emotions are ruling your head, where you don't have a clear perspective, and you got to stop living according to other people. But this is a feminine energy you cannot trust. Okay? So, I mean, this could very well be a man, but they're working in this negative feminine energy. Okay? And I think that's why these two are so much the same, but this is the energy that's moving out of your life. You're just like done. Okay? You're a boss. You're like, you're out of here. So, good job. Now, the next two cards for me as a reader are future cards, and how very interesting that you have in this deck, instead of pentacles or discs, they're called coins. So you've got the 9 of coins here, and then you've got the 10 of coins here. That's a progression. And that is the end. Okay? So whatever is going on here is almost over. If these had been like 2, 3, I'd be like, wow, this is just beginning. But no, this is an indication, not just the 10, which is always an ending. But the 9 and the 10 here are telling me that this situation is almost over. So here's the thing. This one's going to happen first. I always use my intuition to see which one is going to happen first, and I just feel it's this one. And this is independence. A feminine independence. Okay? Now, just because you're in this masculine boss energy right now doesn't mean that you can't harness your feminine independence. Okay? And I just want to show you something. This artist is so awesome. This is the Page of Swords, and he's modeled after somebody called Brighella. I keep hearing Brighella, but I don't even know what that is, if it's a play or something. But then look, right here, you see this? This woman right here? She is the 9 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite Tarot. And because I got 2 decks, I got the Medieval Scapini, and I got the Rider Tarot, this little mini deck. I pulled her out for you to show you who this is. This is her. Okay, so she's still on this card. I went through all of these cards again. I refamiliarized myself with these cards, and so you'll see that this is a card of feminine independence. She's not just she's not a queen. She is not the Empress, but what she is like the beginnings of the Empress. You see what I'm saying? Because she is a strong-minded, independent feminine. Okay, she's whole on her own. So your feminine energy, which is your creative energy, you're standing up for yourself, you're setting your boundaries, but you're like, but I'm going to keep creating. I'm going to keep creating my money and my life in my creative feminine energy. And so this, she's a self-made feminine. I wouldn't say woman because I don't do gender on this channel, okay? But she's a self-made feminine, and the next step for her is to become a queen, and then the next step for her is to become the empress. And so some people will call this the minor arcana empress, because this is where you start with this strong-willed, strong-minded, independent feminine energy. So let me just put her away. So you go independent, and then that brings you to this happy home. Okay? So it could be that you're about to have a very happy home in your independence. But this is also people of your family. This is, you see, this is supposed to be a family tree. You see all these different faces. If you look really carefully at them, you'll see that they're very similar, but they're different. And they all started with this one ancestor. He's the roots, okay? And this is the tree of life here. So this is a family tree, okay? So the 10 of coins is all about your inheritance, whether it's money or DNA. So you might be inheriting a bunch of money. You might be inheriting a family home. You may be moving in with family. It just depends. But it's going to be a happy home, a happy family home. This is also, you could simply come into a lot of money. But what I'm thinking is that you're just like, okay, I'm just this independent feminine energy. I'll be creative with myself and be independent. And this leads to a happy home. Okay, so here is your hope card. The King of Cups. All right. So this is definitely about a relationship, because even though she's upside down, you do have a matching pair here. Okay. So even though I feel like this is the other person, I don't feel like, well, I guess for some of you, you could be hoping that they come back in. I mean, even if people have been really mean to us, sometimes we hope that they'll come back in and be our one. Okay. But this is a fatherly energy. This is a mature person who that is you can confide in them. Okay, they're very fair. They can be involved with business. They could be a good business person. But they're very responsible. They are into the arts and the sciences. They're very creative. They're very intelligent. They're trustworthy. Okay, so this is your hope. Now, just because he's a king doesn't mean, this is the opposite sex of this person. I mean, I just feel like you're hoping for your counterpart, and that's what these two cards are saying. Not that this person actually is, but you're hoping for this type of energy, okay? Which is a beautiful energy. The King of Cups is awesome. And this is your current state of being. Gosh, I love this deck. Okay, this is Temperance. This is you being balanced. She pours from the silver moon into the golden, is that a lion? That's a lion, I think. Silver is the moon, gold is the sun, Gold is the masculine, silver is the feminine. See, this is Luna, the feminine, and this is Sunshine, the masculine. Okay, but we call him Sunny. Don't call him Sunshine. He hates that. But this is saying that for those of you that are not on a personal twin flame journey, this is you being very balanced, and you're moderating. You're being patient, working with temperance, basically. Okay, this is also a good omen. This also says to do nothing at this time. Okay, so you may just be I think that this is you balancing out your Gemini energy, which is very masculine and feminine. I love these cards so much. Look at this down here. This is John the Baptist baptizing Jesus, and the white dove of peace above him. Gosh, these cards are awesome. But this is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. So this is telling me that you are your own twin flame. Okay? You have to be, if you balance both your masculine and your feminine energies the right way, not too much, not too little, then you become your own individual twin flame. And then what that does is that attracts a counterpart for you. Okay? So right now you're very balanced, you're moderating, and you are very powerful. Okay? So this is a major arcana card, so this is something you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing. This is something that you are supposed to experience. So that is, well, why don't I just do it right now? I gauge how much control you have over this situation by the number of major arcana to minor, and you have only got 3. So 3 out of 10 cards means that most of this is in your control, okay? And the things that aren't, this is the message that's coming through. You're in your boss energy, you're balanced, and you're meant to experience this. Now here we have another 8. Yes, the 8 of Wands in the middle. So then I would say this is where you pause this video and go ahead and look up angel number 88, because there's another message for you. Okay, so this is your fear. This is the 8 of Swords, and interestingly enough, this is the card of fear. This is, I mean, look at it. A lot of the times this is a person that's all bound and blindfolded, and it looks like they're surrounded by swords, like in a cage, but they're not really trapped. Look at him. He's not bound to these swords. He's not, he's holding on to them. Do you see that? And he's holding on to the sharp part as well. He hasn't been, this guy didn't like crucify him and hang him up there or tie him up there or any of that. He's just sitting there minding his own business, it looks like, doesn't it? When this person is just afraid, they look downtrodden. I don't even see anything wrong with him, like any blood or anything. So what this is I call this energy of the 8 of Swords, the deer in the headlights energy, where you're just afraid, okay? You're caught up in your head. That makes sense because you're Gemini. Gemini is an air sign, along with Libra and Aquarius. And what that does is you just get into your mind so much that you're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to even look. Sometimes you blind yourself to the truth so that you don't have to deal with it, which is the blindfold element in some of these cards, not in this one, but okay, this is, you're just scared. So you're afraid of being a deer in the headlights and not being able to move forward. That's a reasonable fear. Now this is your possible outcome, and I say possible because free will can change anything. And this is the Seven of Cups. Now, you look at this card. There's a lot of cups here. And this is the person. This is a cup. And this usually means options. In the Thoth deck, it says debauch. And so what this is, this one talks about pipe dreams. You know what I'm saying? So right side up, this could be substance abuse, like drinking or smoking mind-altering substances that create. Look at her. She's sitting there. She's just dreaming. But when you just sit there and dream about all these things, you're not really doing anything about it. In other decks, this is options, and she's thinking about all these wonderful options that she has. But this one has an element to me where it's very much pipe dreams, okay? Where you think you have all these cups filled with stuff, but you actually kind of don't. They're not really there. But you have this in the reverse. So while this is like illusions, okay, this is order, understanding. You got your priorities in perspective, and you have a certain amount of clarity where you can make good judgments, okay? So that's really super good. Gemini, you are like not fooling around. You are the boss. You are the boss of all your energy. See, like this. I mean, this looks, different, but when you put it together like this is your masculine and feminine energy working together. You've got this down. No wonder you've got this Temperance card here as your current state of being. Okay, so now let's check out the energy at the bottom of the deck. And we got the Wheel of Fortune card that I talk about in my video about the miracle of receiving this deck. This deck was not brand new. It was obviously has been used. And it looks like this has a little water damage here. And I was a little bummed about that. And I said to myself, oh no, that's so bummy. But I just, right away, I got this message that said, you know what? This is an awesome card. Look at the card that it is. This is fortune, success, good energy coming to you, destiny, okay? The wheel turns in your favor, all right? And so what this is saying is sometimes our good fortune doesn't look exactly the way we think it's going to look. Like, these cards were not brand new, but I am really glad to have them. They were a miracle. They are a miracle, and I am ecstatic to have them. So much that I'm not going to worry about this. This makes this card distinctive, and it reminds me to always be grateful for what I have. Which I think you're doing pretty good. Okay, so now what I've got here are, to clarify, we've got the Angel Answers Oracle deck from Radley Valentine. It's a Valentine's Day. I hope you all had a good Valentine's Day. This is why I'm doing love all this month here. Archangel Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. I also have. The angels go very, very, thank you. Thank you, camera. They go very well with the Marys, as Gabriel is the angel who came to Mary to tell her about Jesus. And I also have Isis here because, she is always in the deck, always. But Isis, Mary Magdalene was very close with Isis. That's why Paris is named Paris. So, because Par-Isis, that's why it's called Paris. It was the city for Isis, and it's such a beautiful city. I would love to go there one day. see if we can get this COVID to let us enjoy our world again and the ones that we love. Okay, so Marys, thank you so much for your beautiful, very strong, very clear messages that we have here for Gemini. Is there anything else that you would like to tell Gemini through the angels? Oh, you may want to pause and ask a question because this deck has 2 yes cards and 2 no cards. Okay? So go ahead and pause that. Think of a question. Whoop. Holy moly. Okay, thank you very much. I'll do the Archangel cards in a second here. Okay, so for this popped out right when I said ask your question. So meditation is going to bring that answer for you. There's something that your subconscious knows that you haven't been able to bring out into your consciousness. I kept getting this card and I was like, I'm asking you, why don't you just, I'm a smart ass sometimes, but I'm asking you cards for the answers. Why are you telling me to meditate, right? And, but you know, I just did it because, you know, I'm just kind of automatically a rebel. But I just did it. And what I realized is when I would go into the meditation, I would start to ponder what I was thinking about, what I was questioning, had questions about, and it triggered memories that brought me answers. Okay? Very specific memories that cards can't really bring up for you. So try the meditation, okay? Just close your eyes and breathe deeply and get very quiet, okay? And just let your mind run and just whatever subject that you've got these questions about, just kind of bring it into your head and just kind of go over it very calmly. And the next thing you know, you're going to have these epiphanies. You're going to be like, yeah, because it's up to you. The angels are saying, but you already know that, don't you, Gemini? Let go. Now, I just heard of control issues and possibly of this person here who has been trying to manipulate you, okay? Where no good is going to come of this situation. Oh, this is what she's saying. No good is going to come from it, no matter how much you try. When a person is in this energy, manipulating people, nothing good will come of this. They have to come out of this. They have to come out of that energy. And if they're still there, nothing good will come of it, period, the end. Sorry. That's what they're telling me. Let go. Let go of this person who doesn't mean you good. And also let go of control issues. A lot of our anger comes from control issues. I've noticed when I do meditation on anger, a lot of the times I'm like, well, I'm frustrated. We get angry when we get frustrated. Well, why do we get frustrated? Because there's something we're trying to control. The only thing you can control is you. Okay? So if something doesn't go the way you wanted it or we're trying to get it to go, let that go. Stop trying to control things that you cannot control. Trust me, your life will be a lot happier. Go into meditation about it, okay? It's up to you to fix these inner issues. Nobody's going to come save you from this sadness that you're experiencing inside because it's for you to work out inside. You have to change how you view the world and let go of these control issues in order to become happier. Take action. It's up to you. Take action. there's something that you have to do. And I don't see you having a problem with that. You're definitely going to take action. You are an independent, creative force. You are the boss. Okay? And you know already what action that's supposed to be. Now let's get a little bit more here from the archangels. As a writer, my hands get a little stiff, and it's cold here, so I've always had arthritis, so pardon me when it comes to my shuffling. I'm not the prettiest shuffler there is. All I want is goodness for everyone who watches, everyone on this planet. So I send you goodness and love. Okay, is there anything else, Marys, that you would like to say through the Archangel's energy for Gemini? Okay, well, I'll have to get that one. I would like to have at least, okay, one more. Oh, okay. I like to have at least 3. Okay. Okie dokie, let's go. Okay, I got the other one. Sorry about the noises. As you get older, they become involuntary when you try to pick things up off of the floor. Aha. Patience. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Okay, wow, this is very 7 of coins, 7 of discs energy for me. You're tending to your garden of life, and your fruits are beginning to show up. However, they're not ripe. So just be patient, because you know that a fruit will not become ripe until it's supposed to be. Okay, so just keep watering your garden. Keep getting out the pests, take out the weeds, because one day you're going to have this beautiful, beautiful harvest. Crystal clear intentions. This is where the meditations come in. Okay? The meditation on what you want. Okay? Crystal clear intentions, Archangel Michael. Oh, I love Michael. I'm very close with him. He's very strong, very protective. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Okay? So, what do you want? If you do not know, the meditation will help you. It's up to you to find out what you want out of life. What if somebody gave you a genie and said, okay, you have unlimited wishes. What do you want your life to be like? Just don't even hold back. What do you want out of life? Miracles happen. Oh, look at this beautiful golden light. Gold light is very masculine energy. Thank you, Michael. So ask for what you want and then believe you can have it. Believe you will have it. Believe in miracles. If you don't believe in miracles, watch my miracle video. Because even if we find out where these cards came from, these 2 decks of cards, it's still a miracle, because my son must have had them for years and years. And, you know, for something to happen years ago so that I could have them now, that's a miracle. And gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Okay, yeah, so you kind of already know that's what you want. You want this kind, gentle, loving person. They're fair. They understand. They're you can confide in them. They're sensitive to your emotions, right? Oh, pardon me. So this is what you want. This is a gentle person. So this is saying this, it's up to you to manifest this person into your life. Now, I already did the control and all of the archangels, and well, I guess that is it for you at this time, Gemini. I just really, this was a great reading. This gentleness came up in Libra's reading that I just did. Oh, happy Mardi Gras for anybody celebrating Mardi Gras today. But so that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, Gemini.